Hello. So I keep the computer up because I know there's special ops going around in this house, okay? Those flowers are not adjusted, see those Jesus? Because everything is extremely hard. It's just how fate had it, how Ra willed it. This door doesn't close, okay? You have to get like that cat thing or this chair or something to get the door to completely close. And because I've been upset and a few other reasons in Washington, D.C., Miggy, the last, I'd just say roughly 2 months, I put it onto the accounts. It's been logged in, has been waking me up. And it's not just that. He stopped last night, and the last month he's gotten a lot better with the waking me up thing because he's upset. But his behavior in the day is really rowdy sometimes. He gets upset. He has like a cat tantrum, and then this is serious. And my green light says he's not sick. It's this other stuff that's going on because he's never done this before. It's impossible to write, read anything because he'll act up so much. I could never have gotten a college degree with a cat behaving like that. And he never did before. It was not till we came here to DC. There's a lot of reasons for that. I'm not going to elaborate on it. It has to do with DC, not this house, because it's not so bad for him in here. Okay, it has to do with DC. I'll say that much. Okay. After the noise that I talk about here, that I heard the sirens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that never stopped, that I'd never seen anything or heard anything like that in my life. It was I don't even know the word to describe how fucking frightening and freaky that is to hear that shit and have all these fucking white people around you because it's mostly white where I live walk around like I wrote so many times trying to describe it as if they're deaf to it, as if they don't hear these screaming sirens going past them feet away from them on the street, one after the next. Wherever you go in the parks, anywhere you go, there's screaming fucking sirens here, dude. That was before the pandemic. It was really freaky to me, dude. You can't walk down the street to the store and have just a normal walk. You gotta fucking plug your ears because you hear more fucking screaming sirens again. Do you know what that does to your train of thought? It's absolute hell on earth here. But we were in Berlin, and Berlin brought on World War II. Berlin was the Mein Kampf. Berlin was the nation that exterminated 6 or more million fucking human beings in death camps. That's what was going on here in DC. We are in the capital. Berlin, that was the capital of the Antichrist nation, America, who is still, to this day, to this very moment, trying to overthrow in order to round up and kill everybody else in other nations based on ethnic cleansing and based off world like money, World Bank stuff, money, territory. Now there's constant noise. The cat's in the box. There's going to be constant noise all the time. There's no fucking peace. I've never been so poor. Not even when I was 19 and 18. I had jobs, but they won't hire me in the United States. I've covered this. Everyone knows that. It's been proven. Only the people who want to deny what they're doing will deny what's happening to me. This is the game. No one will fucking hire me. I am so fucking poor. I've never experienced this kind of abject, extreme poverty. I always had jobs. It's serious fucking business. So I sit in a room and the cats make noise, or that now Miggy for the last few months has been acting up. I have to put him in the cage. He settles him down in there. I don't want to spray him with too much water. I won't physically beat him. The yelling at him going, no, no, doesn't help him. It upsets Bebe. Just put him in the cage. He seems to know that's where he gets his time out. And he can still be with me, you know. It's a great way to control and discipline Miggy. Okay. The cat stopped scratching. So I keep the computer there, right? I know that the computer wizards, they can hack into whatever and whatever. Look, there's so much going on with that fucking op itself. Don't ask me to explain it all to you. And furthermore, what kind of disrespect is that? As you fucking deny me employment and leave me in abject poverty to die by thug tyrannical despots, literally, you want me to explain everything to you too. What kind of fucking human beings are you? What you need to fucking ask something, some hard questions at some point here. All right. But I keep that computer up because if there's a chance that they can hack in, I'm not going to turn them off. But at this point, no, I'm not angry at the general. The general's wonderful. I'm not angry at the good United States military or allies. But at this point, it's really gotten really ugly. No matter what people have tried, because I am strong in my belief that the general has an op going, and those, it's not just one op, all right? Don't ask me to fucking define this in clarity. That is so fucking disrespectful. It's not even, I'm not even in the fucking military. You fucking assholes. But there's stuff going on around this house, people like him and stuff going on. And basically, when all hell breaks loose, people like him and folks like that and stuff like that will be going on around this house. But that's where I'm trying to get to. When that fucking comes, that day comes, no matter what, if people like you or him or them tried to fucking come help me, the fact is you never did. You never fucking did. And then we're going on 3 years, man. I'm spending another birthday coming up to say here, just like this. Last year, where was I? The year before, where was I then? And the year before, where was I then? You know, y'all motherfuckers can take a hike. You can take a hike. I don't turn that computer off. I leave it on because it's the right thing to do. Leave the whole op going. But it is what it is, all right? Regardless of what people try to do, it is what it fucking is. I'm so tired physically that I ask Archangel, am I getting terminally sick, ill? No. It's always, you'll come out of here victorious. I'll come out of this fucking prison they got me in victorious. That's weird, right? I get that in response. That's not me, it's my guidance, my meditation. Because I'm thinking I got fucking cancer or something. I don't. I do not. But the exhaustion I feel, I've never experienced this in my life. And I experienced doses of it the last 3 years, and I put it onto film. And I wrote about it. But it always went away, and I got I never got it back. Well, I got it back before, but I never got it back since I came to DC, since I came to Berlin. I never got it back. When I started to feel like I just couldn't physically keep up, that same thing I've put onto the internet before, but I always bounce back. But when I started to feel that same way again and I never bounced back, was after the pandemic. It was two things. It was when I realized absolutely nobody was going to give me jobs. Not in Boston, not in Philly, not East, not West, not Midwest. I just wasn't going to get any jobs. It was after the holidays when I realized it had taken the population like it really has. Like we're in fucking deep shit. And it was after I realized all this stuff. And then the pandemic hit that I just have never been able to regain my physical strength. My days, now going into months, it's like 4 months now. It's April and May. Since April and May, it's been like this. Consist of eating really healthy, struggling to get up, to cook, flopping back, feeling so exhausted that I dread having to get up again, that I just pray to Ra and I pray to the Holy Spirit to please have someone come here and just help me for a couple of days so I don't have to keep getting fucking up. Please, please, please. It's been going on since like May. I'm and I'm like, Ra, I'm like, Jesus, am I sick? Am I gonna die from cancer or something? No, 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 no. I'm gonna live through this. But it's really sad to me that it came to that. That after 3 years, I did get physically sick from this. I mean, I know they don't care that I'm a woman. No, we know that. But it does matter to me. It's biological fact. These things are factual. They do matter. I'm a fucking female civilian with no weapons. And the stress and the fear and the terror after 3 years and having everybody around me party on drugs, drink, deny, hate on me. You go down the gamut. Do everything they can to deny this is even happening to another person in their fucking country. And all that terror and danger and fear and incredible traumatic stress. After 3 years, it never stopped. And what's required of you is to keep physically on top of it. Keep physically going, keep going, keep going, keep going. After 3 years, the pandemic and what I just stated with the other stuff, the realizations I had, I think my body started to give. I couldn't keep going. So this is where I think it comes to. I just have to make sure I eat healthy and somehow cook and barely get up to clean and just keep my basics going. And literally it came to it. Survive another day, stay healthy, sleep 11 hours if you have to. Sometimes I sleep 11 hours at a time. I always get 6, but I know they monitor my account. They want to come up here and haul me off and put me into, oh yeah, the stress I fucking lived through. Where you have to be careful of everything you fucking say. It's Berlin, dude. It's the Stasi shit. It took a fucking, it finally did. It finally took an incredible physical toll on me. I can no longer, I'm lying to you if I say I can keep doing every last thing on my own. No. I can't even afford women's panties. If it wasn't for my mother, I don't know how I would get maxi pads. I'm a woman, but they don't care here about that. And being a woman, it's harder because I'm not the big, like men are big. This is so sick what they did. But they just want people like me dead. And I've been trying to tell the fucking beast Americans that it's not just me, it's going to be all of you. I'm disappointed after 11 hours of sleep that I can hardly get off my chair again. I'm so fucking disappointed. And I know that Trump is not going to quit. He's not going to secede. I knew that last night. He's back at it. He's going to continue strong. I'm not fucking with that. There's a little bug up there, a little moth. They get in. I'm in a little treehouse in DC. I love it. It's built, this is all 1920s. All this glass you see, everything is the fucking 20s. It's awesome. I love it, but it's the cabin. I'm in a little cabin here. Okay, he's not going to secede. I knew that last night. He's going to keep going with his 10% of the U.S. military that he's got devoted to him for organized crime narco state, which includes the Navy command there. They're just tweakers. They're just drug addicts. Okay? He's going to keep going with that 10%. There's still 20% of the United States Armed Services that is basically another branch of the Russian ground and or armed forces. They are now the Russian armed forces, but they're 20% literally sitting in the Pentagon. Go ask fucking people who left the Pentagon that, like Vindman. Tell me they're not. He fucking knows they are. They're basically, the Russians have invaded the fucking Pentagon. The 20% of them are sitting right in the Pentagon now. Say hi to them. So in other words, they have problems because they used to be a 30% solid group within the 100% of the United States Armed Forces. Now they fractioned off. Trump has managed to take 10% of that 30%. Now they've turned to the MS-13s and everybody. They're going to have a big crystal meth narco state here. It's Berlin, right? This is why they don't hear the sirens. No, they're fucking whacked out. The 20% are still also devoted to Al Qaeda, to the terrorists, the Hezbollah, all that, and they're still devoted to Russia, right? It has to do with more stronger white nationalism. The KKK and white nationalists are kind of two different things now. The KKK is more black friendly, but they'll also kill and do atrocities too. It's the power structure, narco state thing. White nationalism is not black friendly. White nationalism, which is Russia, which I always tell you this shit, which is Russia, the Mein Kampf, they breathe it, live it. They have the superpower military to back it. White nationalism is Russia. It's more than Germany, man. Germany went with Trump. They want the OC, the narco, the party. The parliament, UK, went with Trump. The organized crime, the money, the party, man. Let's party. Let's get bitches. Let's have an orgasm. No, I'm not even making it up. This is what the fucking Western Hemisphere has turned into. It's fucking foul. And they should not have their hands on fucking weapons. No, I know other countries agree with that. This stuff has to get shut down. So Trump is not going to secede. He's going to keep going. You're going to see that on my account. Narco state Trump stuff. He's not going to stop until Russia and Al Qaeda lay into him. And they know that. I expect Russia to be here tomorrow. I'll let everybody know when I expect Russia. Russia will have to prove to me they're actually going to show up. I expect Russia to lay in with Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda's a whole gang of fucking countries to the United States any day now, with their other branch, 20% of our U.S. military. Okay, that's their good thing they got going here. I expect that. I don't believe the New York organized crime and little narco state tweakers are really going to be able to pull off an overthrow. Not with people like me and other people writ large all over the planet the fuck after their ass. No. Like I always said, the real problem is Al Qaeda, who's a lot of nations, and Russia, right? That's our real problem. That's our real threat. Trump periodically is a real threat because he tries to attack our economy and stuff, but not with people like me and all these world powers. He's not a threat, dude. It's always resolved after like 48 hours. He's put fucking in his place. He's always put back in his place. But this won't go on forever, okay? And like, listen, that's why I will survive this. But it seems to me, and I was saying this, and I just keep saying this, what it came down to in the end was I could hardly get off my fucking chair. I was sleeping 11 hours in my bed. Everything was a struggle. Closing my door was a struggle because the door doesn't even close. I have to put stuff like the little cat tree there or something, you know. Everything is so fucking hard. Even closing your fucking door is a struggle here. A fucking struggle. I've never seen or witnessed anything like it. Yeah, it's happening to me, but still, even if it wasn't, I'd find it quite remarkable. It's fucking remarkable. I'm fucking cooked. What I need is I need to not be getting up. I need about, oh God, at least 5 days of a friend to say, Heidi, oh my God, thank you so much for saving our fucking country. Thank you so much for this last 3 years of everything you did, everything you went through. What can I do for you, Heidi, for 5 days to help you fucking physically recover? What can I do for you, man? Because you're a really wonderful woman. And I know that when you're back at it, you're going to make me the best fucking Zagat Michelin dinner for free. What can I do to help you, Heidi? But it won't happen. It won't fucking happen. And I know that. They will never come to help. And they never have. And so what I got to do the last round here, because I swear to God, we're going on our last round here before we finally get our ass fucking kicked here by Iran. Because Iran's going to come for everybody. I'll believe it. What I got to do is I just got to lay here and I got to sleep 11 hours and then stumble around and just look at everything and go, how am I going to do this? And then realize, Heidi, you can't do it. You're too physically famished. Your back is in pain. Your foot's all, my foot is all green. My foot is all brown. Do you want to see another picture of it? Do you really? How are you going to do this, Heidi? And then realizing I can't do it. And then going through sadness because I realized I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And then realizing, I guess this is what it's going to come down to is you have to just live through this. You have to be healthy enough when you can get out to be able to get out. You have to keep your body rested and you have to keep eating the greens and all this food so that, because it's coming soon when you can get out, that you're not so fucked up you can't walk out of here, dude. You need to be able to walk out or move fast out of here. I don't want to leave my landlord. I don't plan on leaving my landlord. But I need to be able to physically, when the shit goes down, not be really fucked up. And it's another day where I dread going to the bathroom. I'm like, oh no, I gotta get up to go to the bathroom. You don't know what you guys have done to my physical body after 3 years. And I hate to admit it, right? I want to be strong. But this is not, I'm the truth. I speak the truth. And I'm a woman and they don't care. They don't care. I know. I wanted to make bread last night and I couldn't even make bread. I couldn't get up to make fucking sourdough bread. I'm fucked up here now. I don't want them to hear this because they'll be glad and they'll be like, oh, she's dying, good. No, I'm actually not. But I'm to the point before the big Iran attack where I just couldn't get up hardly. There were days where I just don't know how I'm going to go to the bathroom and get up. I tell you, this is what I do. I get up and I go, ow, and you can hear me going, ow, my back, my foot, something. It's getting so run down. And then I grab the corner there of that the drawer, and I hold myself up, and then I stand up and I get my strength, and then I slowly walk to the bathroom. That's what's going on in here. Okay? That's the truth. And I can still do all the locations and all that because that just comes really easy to me. And to this day, they've never said, that's fucking crazy. How is she doing that? And why is it so easy for her? No. They're fucking far gone here, dude. I've been saying that. So I can do that fucking laying right here. And that's what I've been doing. And that's the truth of it, okay? And then when I'm done doing a location in New York City or whatever to attack the NYPD who's trying to overthrow for white power, and kill and harm civilians that are innocent. That's not going to happen if I can stop it. What the truth is when I'm done with that, I set the phone down. Because I do it on the phone, it's easy to do. And I have to go to the bathroom, and I slowly get up, and I slowly sit up in my chair here, and I go, and then I put the footstool down, and I put my hands on the edge of my chair, and I try to get up, and I go, ow, and I cry out in pain because it hurts so bad. And there's no one to help. There's no one that will ever come to help. And I know that. And if it's that hard just to have to go to the bathroom, think about how hard it is for me to be making food and cleaning right now. So, right, that's what I mean. The end of this, before Iran finally lays it in on us, that's what became of me. I could hardly get around my house. I was just dragged and stretched and wraggled to the end of my physical limit, doing locations and intel. Intel to me is the links and the leads and the websites, which are very good. I put that's to me intel. And doing everything I can without having security clearance. And laying here and abandoned. And I'm so physically fucked up, there are no words for it. I don't think I even described it good enough. It's really serious business. And just making food, another dish, make another dish. And then when I make it, I'm like, okay, good. I have 2 more days of food. I don't have to cook anymore. Now all I have to worry about is getting up and down to get to the bathroom or clean some things here and there, which is so hard to do now. And they don't care, even if I'm a woman and they're doing that to me. No. When I put these videos up, very often, the KKK over there or the organized crime over there, within hours will go into their yard and celebrate. And they'll have parties or they'll talk real loud. They hear these videos and they're stupid enough to think that's a victorious thing. And for them to go and harass me through my windows, they do it all the time. They're stupid because there's special ops going on all around this house. Remember I said paramilitary? I meant it. But this is the thing, like what I opened with. Don't come here with your paramilitary and all your special ops. Because to this very fucking day, no one could, no matter if they tried, or ever did come to help me. And it's a little fucking late now. I appreciate it when I ran attacks for all this stuff, right? But don't expect a warm, open-armed welcome, because you're not going to get it, and you don't have any entitlement to that. Not any of you. All right. My God, yeah. The stress I'm under, man. Finally did take a toll. I can't make pasta. I can't do any of these woman things that I like to do. No, I'm barely making it. Okay, so that's the truth. And that's what I really wanted to say. Was I keep the computer up. I keep all the I'm not eliminating any ops. I'm not hating on the good people who are trying to defend. I'm saying this to everybody, even good civilians. Like, this is a little late. When the shit goes down, and it is going down right now with your pandemic. If you are able to ponder and think hard, I can't find words. My vocabulary's kaputs. But if you're able to think hard, I want you to think hard as to why I have nothing to say to any of you at all. And with that, do remember, today I will continue to attack, or whatever the word is, Trump's 10% military and his ambitions to overthrow with organized crime. He will not do that, like I said last night. Trump will never be successful at an overthrow with his narco state politicians, who he's got full control over, the Democrats and the Republicans here in DC. They're all organized crime. They went to that side. The UK Parliament went to that side because of this. Is why it was going to happen anyways, but it's just going to be probably more brutal. I mean, you have to ask others who have more knowledge of this, but I get a yes. It'll be even more brutal with what Al-Qaeda, I'll just say Al-Qaeda, it's a group of nations, because they go after me if I start specifying certain countries. I've noticed that on the social media that they control. I'll just say Al-Qaeda and Russia, the brutality they're going to inflict on civilians and cities, probably even worse, because Trump thought he was smart and he could take off with all this. And he did. He did for a while. Remember I said he's making his own little thing? I can't remember the words I use anymore. I told you that, man. I told you that. Before the pandemic, he was trying to go off. So it's not going to work. He's not going to overthrow. But our real threat is this business, is this real serious businessman with the space bombs and stuff. And I know that there's still 80% good military, and I'm not putting them down, but look, there is no way, shape, form, or fashion at this point in the game and from here on out that you can ever expect me to really want to have a lot of communication with you folks, all right? Those days are kind of over. So what I'm suggesting you do is hear this, what I said, accept it, and let's all work in a way that we can be amicable and get this wrapped up in 5 months. But don't be having all this baby expectations, little children expectations and demands of me further. Because as far as me being real open and receptive and friendly to you folks, those days have come and gone. All right? I'm saving your fucking lives. I've been saving your fucking lives. Why are you not happy enough with that? What more do you want now? You want friends out of me? You're not going to have friends out of me or my family. It's not friend time. We're not making friends anymore or ever again. For one, your militaries need to be shut down once this starts to get fixed. So I really, I will enjoy seeing that. I will enjoy seeing every last one of you get fucking shut down and put in your place. And if you ever get the thought to occur to you to say, thank you, Artie, for saving my life, my child's life, and my wife's life, that I would appreciate. And don't put it with the demand of, why can't I be your friend after that? Because you should fucking know why. All right? We're not friends. We're not fucking friends. But I will, no matter what, make sure that you and your kids and you and everybody stays alive here. All right? And you can leave it at that. You can leave it the fuck at that. And we'll wrap this up in 5 months. We have to figure out a way to do this amicably. All right. God bless America. Say goodbye.